I am Sean B. Stola. Let's go. You know, I was cruising through these YouTube streets, right? I was cruising through these YouTube streets, right? And I come across this video where they were talking about, you know what I'm saying? This lady was mentioning the fact that if you a bus driver, she couldn't date you or something like that, right? And it just it rubbed me the wrong way, right? Let me fix my lighting, make sure it's cool. And it just rubbed me the wrong way because it's like just because you a bus driver doesn't mean you not in position in life. Just because you a bus driver doesn't mean you don't have no drive about yourself, huh? What if you just love to be a bus driver? You know what I'm saying? What if you just love to be a bus driver, right? You may be great with your finances. You might be great in the stock market. But just because your title is not, you know what I'm saying, it's not the popular type of title. You know what I'm saying? Just because, that's considered to be a blue collar worker type position, right? Just because it's a blue collar type position doesn't mean you don't make good money. Doesn't mean that you're not able to put yourself in position. Doesn't mean that you're not able to take care of your responsibilities. Doesn't mean that doesn't help you get you to your greatness. Huh? See, it is about what you make, but it's also what you do with what you make. See, it's about what you make. I say it again, but it's also about what you do with what you make. Do you feel? You know what I mean? Come on now. And to my OGs out there, older gentlemen, for the ones who got wise with their experience, with that bag. See, some of us been getting the bag for a while in that blue collar type of situation, huh? You know what I'm saying? Some of us have been getting it for a while. So when you get up there in your age a little bit, in your 30s, your 40s, if you were smart with your money, I know a lot of guys, right? I work in logistics. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily work, I'm not an actual bus driver, but I do handle goods. I deliver boxes, product. You know what I'm saying? I work in logistics. That's where you're dealing with import, export. You feel me? But I know a lot of guys and ladies who work. For me, I'm in the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? AC Transit is one of the biggest bus services that we have out here. AC Transit. I know a lot of guys and ladies who make very good money being a bus driver. In fact, I can tell you, I know a guy personally that owns two houses and helped his daughter get a house. Huh? He has two houses, bruh. And he helped his daughter get a house so she own her own home today, man. You know what I'm saying? He was taking trips, doing a lot of things because it's not just what you make, it's all about how do you spend it. You know what I mean? When I talk about positioning, that's what this is. Once you get in position where your necessities is taken care of, where the basics in life, it's not a problem. Now you get into another level where what I was talking about 100 air. You know, you got to go back and watch a lot of my videos because I'm giving y'all sauce game the whole time. And this is perfect in this situation. And it's like once you get to a level in life, right, where the basics is not an issue anymore. You know what I'm saying? The basics, the essentials that you need, it's not an issue. So what happens then? See, some people go out and buy a new car. Some people go out there and cop some jewelry. Some people start taking trips. But it's all about what you do with that bag when you get that bag. Huh? See, that's where the discipline comes at because we all can make money. Now, the level of money, of course, is different levels to it. But in general, I am speaking. Once you get that bag, do you know what to do with it? See, it's a lot of folks, individuals, celebrities out there where they have made a lot of money in their life. But you look at them today, they was like, what that 50 Cent say, home? Damn, homie, in high school, you was the man, homie. So it's a lot of celebrities have made a lot of money. You can Google them. Where they had all this money, they had all this success. But in 10 years, 15 years, maybe even 5, they struggling, huh? Looking for somebody to put them on or give them advancement or, I'm not getting this opportunity. But when you had the bag, what did you do with it? So my point of saying that is this. Just because you making money, right? Or you got to the bag, it's not just getting to the bag, it's what to do with that bag, huh? You know what I'm saying? That's the question. Because it's a lot of folks who have made good money and still is making good money, but you wouldn't, when you look at them, you couldn't figure that out because it's like they overspending. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they get that first big bag, they blowing it on a car, having or putting it, getting a car that's way too out of their price range where they making payments. So based on a debt structure, yeah, they may make 200,000 a year, but the way they bills are so high, it looked like they make like 40,000 a year because they overspent their finances. So just because you got that hot title, just because you got, the name, I'm an executive of this and I'm the CEO of that. The real question is, what are you bringing home? And then when you ask them how much are you bringing home, how much are you able to save? See, it's not just what you make, it's what you're able to do with what you make. Do you feel? See, that's the question. And I'm the type of guy, I'm going to be honest with you, right? I'm so comfortable in my skin today, I can care less what you think about what I'm driving. You know what I'm saying? Because where I work at, it's a lot of folks where, you come in, you start making good money, but once you start getting that overtime, that's when you start really tapping into, another type of bag, right? So I've been, working in logistics over 10 years. So I have seen a lot. I have, I went through my bag situation too, where I done overspent on things. That's why I'm saying this. But it's a couple of new folks that have came in, right? They just now getting their first big bag. The next thing I know, I look in the parking lot, there's all these new Chargers out there. You know what I'm saying? These are a lot of guys that I work with, they like under 30, early 30s or under 30. And the first thing they went and did when they got their first big bag is rush to the Dodge dealership and, and got them high ass payments, man. See, that's what I'm saying. Just because you getting the money, man, just because you getting the bag, it's what you do with that bag that separates you from everybody else. Do you feel? Know what I'm saying? That's what it is. you know? It's not just the bag, man. You know, what are you doing with the bag? You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, what are you doing with it? And just because somebody make more money than you, have the more fly title than you, how do you know they actually making more money than you? I mean, hourly, okay, salary, they may be getting it. But what their expenses look like, huh? What is they, you know, debt to income ratio looking like, huh? And for me personally, the way I get down today, you would never know exactly how much money I have. I mean, the jewelry I wear, I mean, this is casual. I mean, it ain't nothing too extravaganza when it comes to my jewelry. You know what I'm saying? The type of car I drive, just a regular Ford. I paid it off about 4 years ago, man. I'm still driving it. It ain't like I can't afford a exotic car, but I'm in the process of buying property. So when you look at my vehicle, you look what I'm wearing. I may not look that flashy to you, but would you believe, right? Just like I told you about some guys I work with, got them brand new Chargers. When you look at their car and you look at my car, you'll be thinking they the ones with the bag, right? You know what I'm saying? You would think they be the ones who got the bag. Now, keep in mind, I just told you, I've been in the game of logistics over 10 years. They just got here. Now, I'm not putting nobody down, but what I'm saying is this is where that experience come in at if you're smart, if you were wise with your money. See, I'm not here to outshine you. What I'm here to do is build up my foundation so the ones who come after me with my last name, huh? You feel me? They already in a certain type of position before they even get there. See, my mentality is totally different. I like certain things, but I understand it's a process for me to get it. Yeah, I can blow a bag. Yeah, I can pull out the credit card. I can pull out the American Express. I got clearly over 100,000 in available credit I can use today. And would I be crazy and just go swiping my card away? No. See, it's a process and an understanding of everything you do, regardless if you accept that. You will respect that in some type of way. Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? So don't look at somebody title. Don't look at somebody material purchases. Is to for that to give you the real indicator of how much a person have. Because I'll tell you this, right? It's a lot of jobs in the Bay Area, in California. I'm speaking on, especially in the Bay Area that I know about because I grew up in the Bay my whole life. There are certain positions that do not have that fancy title where you can clearly make over 100,000 a year, possibly 200,000 a year. But it's all about your drive, your motivation, understanding your position and where you living at, based on your geographical location and what jobs and opportunities are available to you. With a degree or without a degree, you can still make very good money out here, but you have to understand that's why I talk about positioning, not having, you know, felonies on your record. Not saying you can't get a job, but it's just you have more obstacles in the way of preventing you to get to that bag the way you could have got it without those situations, huh? See, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. It's like we all got them obstacles in life, and even the people you deal with, you're gonna have people that don't believe in what you got going on or can't see your vision. But the thing of it is, you can't let that affect you. And even people on the internet, some of these women, I'm sorry to say, especially the one who made the comment about the bus driver. I don't know her background. I don't know her full perspective of why she said that. But just because your title is not CEO, just because your title is not executive, it doesn't mean you don't make good money. It doesn't mean you don't have a drive. It doesn't mean that you don't have ambitions to do much more and be greater than where you at today. But the thing of it is, we all have a start. We all have a process that we go through for us to get to where we want to be in life. See, the thing of it with me, though, the thing of it with me is that it's not so much a title for me. It's that drive, ambition, and dedication for me. That's what's important to me. I can care less what your title is, because there's some people that probably have a fly title where if you work for a union job, right, where you work for a major corporation, you could be making more than somebody with that fancy title, especially depending on where you work at, how many hours you work. So I hope folks out there really understand what I'm saying to you, because you don't have to have that fancy title for you to get to where you want to be at in life. But the key to this is, regardless what somebody else say, what do you have to say? What are your standards, your terms and conditions for yourself? Because like I told you, for me personally, cars are cool, jewelry is cool, but I'm trying to buy property. I'm trying to have a legacy with my name attached to it that's not involving material things. I'm talking about property, huh? So I'm willing to sacrifice not having a nice car right now so I can save up more money and invest into things that can make me more money, possibly. Because I'm not trying to impress nobody. I'm not here to stand around a whole bunch of individuals and just talk about, oh man, check out my car, man. Check out this title, man. I'm the CEO and executive of such and such. But the dollars don't equate. If the dollars don't calculate, what are we talking about? Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? If them dollars don't add up, and just because you got a fancy title, what's the point? I'd rather not have the fancy title and get that paper. I'd rather not have that fancy type of title and be able to achieve the things that I want in life. See, I'm not here to impress you with a title. I'm not here to impress you with a material vehicle. Huh? I'm here to impress you with my conversation. And based on our connection, you're able to see the real me and what I'm truly about. So just because a person don't have that title, they're a bus driver, they deliver packages, they deliver goods, that doesn't tell you the end all be all of that person. That doesn't tell you what else they may have in the works for themselves. See, it's different levels to life and there's different views on how people see themselves. But the key to this, in my opinion, is what are your terms and conditions? Because everybody else is going to tell you what theirs are, just like that person who said about they wouldn't date a bus driver. So that's that person, terms and conditions. Now, if that doesn't match up to my terms and conditions, or for me to have an understanding of that, long as I'm comfortable in my skin and who I am, I care less what you think about my position. I can care less what you think about who you don't want to date, or who you can't see yourself dating, or who you think may not have that drive. That's cool for you to have that opinion. This America, that's cool. But one thing I would never let that do is tear me down or make me feel less than because of your opinion. Because if your opinion doesn't match what my philosophy of myself, then your opinion doesn't matter. Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? Your opinion do not matter, huh? And that's why I said a few videos back, I am not concerned about your opinion, especially if it's something I don't agree with. I'm not here to get mad at you because you're entitled to how you feel. You're entitled to what your opinion about a situation. That's cool. I'm not here to correct that. But what I am here to correct is that just because a person title is not the fancy and the flyest of, so when you're around your friends, you can say, oh, yeah, he's the executive of a porta potty. I mean, just because you're executive doesn't mean that that equate real dollars. So you might be executive of a porta potty, huh? You know what I'm saying? you, you know what you know what I'm saying? But all jokes aside, it's like me personally, I can care less about a title. What I care about is that bag. You know what I'm saying? I care about what's your positioning in life and how do you see yourself? What are you trying to build up towards? Huh? And that's why I always talk about it's important for you to tap into yourself and have an understanding of yourself, because when you're dealing with people in the world, especially in social media, you got to be careful on the message you receive. And that's why on my channel, I try to bring nothing to you but good game and positive conversations, or a conversation like this where I'm just trying to use things for example to tie into my bigger message, is that you got to have an understanding of yourself. Because when you get out here in this world and you dealing with people opinions and how they feel and what they wouldn't do, you have to be comfortable with you. Because I can care less what somebody think about me when I pull up in my Ford. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I wouldn't drive that. That's cool. You don't have to drive it. This is what I drive, huh? You know what I'm saying? And I pay for it. I don't have payments. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm comfortable driving. Now, eventually, I'm gonna get something else. But until I feel it's necessary for me to get something else, I can care less about your opinion, man. Because when I go to the bank account, I don't have a problem. My accounts is not overdrawn. You know what I'm saying? I got a line of credit over 100,000, and I'm just a regular average Joe out here. You feel me? So I'm saying my credit is good, my income is good, and just because I don't drive a Maserati, I don't drive a Maybach, huh? Doesn't mean that my value is not that important. Doesn't mean that I'm not high value in my eye, huh? You see what I'm saying? See, when you have that understanding where you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? Regardless of what somebody else say, I know I'm that person. I know I'm that guy in real life. See, it's not the dollar amount, it's the confidence amount that comes with that. See, you can get the money, but if you're not smart with the money, you know what I'm saying? You don't have an understanding of the money, that money will disappear fast. That money will be in somebody else's pockets quick because if you don't respect that bag will not respect you. Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm a bus driver, huh? You know what I'm saying? And how you know that bus driver, like I mentioned earlier, I know guys who work for the bus station out here in the Bay Area and they own multiple homes. They help their kids get homes, not renting, buying a home, huh? How many people at their job can say that, Miss Executive, CEO? I'm just saying. Like I said, I'm here to spit the facts, man. I'm not here to give you a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. You know what I mean? And another thing too, if you really want to know somebody that's working these blue collar jobs, if you're able to go to their parking lot where they park the vehicles, just look around. If you're able to see that, look and see what type of cars are parked out there. Because, like I said, I work in logistics. If you go to my parking lot where I work at, you will see all the latest cars. You see the latest Chargers, the latest Teslas, Mercedes trucks, new BMWs. You will see all the latest cars that you see these commercials for, or you see them on IG or on YouTube. You see all that in our driveway, in our parking area. You'll see all these different type of vehicles, and none of those vehicles have CEO attached to that. None of those vehicles say they're the owner of such and such. They're all workers. Now, they may have invested into things, yes, but they still come to work every day. They may have a separate business outside of work, but they still come to work every day. See, don't get caught up in them titles if it doesn't equate dollars. You feel me? Know what I'm saying? Do not get caught up in that because there's some folks out here that get you all messed up in the game. You working somewhere just for a title, and when you get the title, the guy under you is making 2 times the amount. Do you feel? I'm just saying. But you got the title though. You know what I'm saying? You got the title. So how important is that title, huh? You know what I mean? Like you got to really be careful with that, man. Cuz when you a owner, a real owner, they have a lot of bills. So even though they may make a lot, what is their expenses looking like, huh? Especially if you have a lot of employees. I'm just saying. So don't get caught up in them titles, man. And don't get caught up with individuals who just don't respect you as a real individual out here about your business, huh? Because like I tell you, when it comes to mine, can't nobody tell me what I'm not about. Can't nobody tell me what my drive is because I know what I want. I know what I'm out here doing. I know what I'm pursuing. Now, if you somebody I'm dating and you don't receive that, or maybe yet you have questions if you want to date me or not, don't even waste your time with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not trying to be extra flashy. Now I get dressed and look fly when need be, but on an everyday basis, no. Because I'm out here working. I'm out here getting after it. I'm out here pursuing things, huh? I'm out here trying to elevate, step into my greatness out here. So what the hell is a title if it don't equate dollars, huh? What is a title when I don't care about that title? I'm happy in my positioning right now. And maybe if I do drive this bus, have you ever thought about this is actually what I want to do? See, I'm not here to please you with a title. And just because I have a title doesn't mean that I'm just doing that for you. See, that's why I say you have to have an understanding of yourself first out here. Because you'll meet someone, you'll date someone, or try to get to know someone, and all they care about is a title. Know what I'm saying? So beware of those individuals that keep getting after what you want in life. And when you have people around you that don't respect you and your position and your decision making, maybe they do not need to be around you. Because at the end of the day, who cares about a title if it don't equate dollars, huh? Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And that's why I put on this cap today. If you see what it say, huh? You know what I'm saying? One of my partners hooked me up with one of these. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go live tonight. He was like, all right, let me plug you one time. I'm like, for sure though, huh? You can't find this one, huh? So yeah, man. And I want to send a shout out, to Amazon workers. Shout out to UPS, huh? Shout out to FedEx, huh? DHL, On Track. Man, shout out to anybody out here pursuing it and working logistics where you delivering boxes or people on a bus. You feel me? Shout out to anybody that drives some type of form of a bus out there. You know what I mean? This video was for y'all, man. I appreciate you. I am Sean B. Stoller, huh? Because I know a lot of y'all getting after that bag, and a lot of folks who don't understand it, they don't get it. They'll be surprised how some of these people who drive buses make more than some of these celebrities that y'all follow on IG. Okay? Because yeah, they got the fame, they have the title, but it don't equate dollars. Do you feel? Okay? I'm just saying, man. I'm trying to put y'all on game, man. Because like I said earlier, I know guys, especially guys who've been in the game where I work at for years. Most of them, I got this one friend, you know what I'm saying? He take international trips every year. Every year he going international. You know what I'm saying? And he own property. So he owns his own property, his house, and he take trips overseas every single year. And he works a regular job. You know what I'm saying? So do not get caught up in them titles, and don't get caught up with somebody that's superficial or someone that's only focused on what kind of title you have. Because if that title do not equate dollars, if that title doesn't produce, what's the use? Do you feel? I like that, huh? If it don't produce, what's the use, huh? Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. You can share it. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to all my subscribers, man, even the new ones too. I appreciate you. Go back and watch a lot of my other videos because that's what I bring to y'all is nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, and hopefully some type of inspiration. Huh? I am Sean B. Stoller. So, yeah, man, don't get caught up in them titles and don't get caught up with those who don't respect you. That's the key. Don't get caught up with these folks who don't respect you. Because at the end of the day, you got to remember is that you are the one that's making the choices. You are the one that's putting yourself in position. And if you allow someone to come into your space, in my opinion, you need to make sure they respect your space and respect how you make your bread. Respect how you make your money. Respect how you get to that bag. Huh? You know what I'm saying? Because if you cannot respect me, but you want to be around me, you want me to spend money on you, I need you to respect me and what I do. You know what I'm saying? Don't just call me when you need something. Can I call you when I need something? When I need somebody to be there for me, like you want me to be there for you, but you can't even respect my title? Come on now. I don't get it, man. I do not get it. You know? So you got to remember that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's unacceptable, man. And it's like a lot of people don't know or never realize just because you're a bus driver or you work in logistics, they have no idea how much money you could be making. And like I said, I'm never here to discuss how much money I make. I would never divulge that information, huh? But I can tell you what my line of credit is. You feel me? you know, I can't tell you that, man. I can never tell you what I make, but I'll tell you, you know what I'm saying? I live a humble life, and that's on purpose. Because I have a purpose on what things I want to do when I do get in the position that I want to be in. Huh? So how about you? Huh? I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody that work in logistics, man. Whether you deliver boxes or deliver people on buses, huh? The folks who get it, they get what I'm saying. Especially if you're a driver out there, you know what I'm saying. Because I can't tell you about outside of California drivers, but in California, the Bay Area to be exact, all the drivers I know, they make damn good money, man. And guess what? They don't even want you to know that. You know what I mean? Especially these union folks, man. They don't want you to know all that. For what? That's not important. You know what I mean? I'm just living a modest life. I just drive regular cars. You feel me? You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. I just had to come on here tonight. And, I haven't dropped a video in a little while. So, it's a topic I just definitely want to discuss and tie it into, the core of my channel, which is all about, like I said, having a self motivation, self respect, having a self understanding, huh? Because Like I said before, and I'll say it again. If you do not have terms and conditions, a standard for yourself, somebody else is going to have a standard in the current excuse me, in the terms and conditions that you have to follow. And even in relationships. So you got to be on top of your game and not let individuals that's not beneficial for you, or individuals that just only so superficial where they don't care about titles and not the actual dollars. You might want to separate yourself from those type of individuals, huh? So I appreciate y'all for watching this channel. And anybody that watched this on the playback, I do appreciate you. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave a comment. You can share it. It's cool. I appreciate that, huh? And it's like, I just can't stress it enough, you know? Don't be so caught up in titles. Be caught up with that bread, with that salary, with that overtime, huh? And not only that, once you make that bread, be smart with the bread. Don't just blow it on a brand new charger. You know what I mean? Don't just, excuse me, blow it on just taking trips. Unless that's all you want to do. Hey, man, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to give you my experiences, and hopefully it's something you can gravitate to, huh? You know? So I appreciate anybody watching my channel for any length of time. You know, I'm Sean B. Stola. Until next time, peace.